Hot Topics, where we take a look at controversial issues in the United States. My name is Trâm Nguyễn. We explore each opinion of faculty and students about same-sex marriage. Today, our guest is a student from the University of Mount Union, Rachel Bateman. We're going to talk today about the legalization of same-sex marriage in the United States of America. Hi Rachel, how are you doing today?
I'm good.
So what do you think about the legalization of same-sex marriage in the U.S.?
Well, that's a question that's been debated on for many years, and lots of people in my life have tried to persuade me to each side, but I think that it should be allowed.
Why do you support the legalization of same-sex marriage?
I support it because I think that it's your own choice, and that if you're happy with someone, that it's okay, that you should be allowed. But my parents have always raised me to be Christian, and same-sex marriage is not allowed in there, but I think that it should be your own decision, and if you really love someone, then you should be able to marry them. I really think it's about love, because I think that you only have like one soulmate in the world, and if you're not really happy with anybody else, then you're just never going to be happy, and you should be allowed to do what makes you happy.
Tell me some of your personal experience with homosexual people.
I have a couple homosexual friends, and I think that they're really funny and just great, and I don't have a problem with them. And sometimes, they'll talk about, their experiences, their sexual experiences, and I don't think it's that weird. I mean, I don't really want to see that, but I'll talk about it, and I'll be completely fine with it. So I've grown up with my friend Hannah for, my entire life, and she's been a lesbian for, ever, so I'm pretty used to it. And I think it's okay with me.
What if a homosexual couple want to adopt a child? What do you think about that?
I definitely think that they should be allowed to, because, it's just the same thing as two, heterosexual people not being able to have a child, that they deserve the right to have a child and be happy. I don't think that, if you're raised by homosexuals, then you'll turn out to be, because a lot of heterosexual raise their babies and they turn out homosexual, so.
Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for joining us, Rachel. My name is Trâm Nguyễn. We've been talking today to one of the students at the University of Mount Union, Rachel Bateman, and we were talking about the legalization of same-sex marriage in the United States. Thanks for joining us for today's look at Mount Union students' opinions of same-sex marriage. Join us next week for a little talk with Mount Union faculty. This is your host, Trâm Nguyễn.
People throughout the entire world know about it.
It's the #1 rated amusement park on the planet and the second oldest amusement park in North America.
It's also the only park in the world that have 4 roller coasters that classify all 4 of the high tides.
Welcome to Cedar Point, Sandusky, Ohio.
These Halloween weekends, the park combines its vast assortment of rides with dozens of Halloween attractions that range from scary fright zones and haunted houses to live entertainment and children's attractions. A 4-pack of tickets can be purchased online for only $156, a savings of nearly $11 per ticket. For more information about Halloween weekends at Cedar Point, please visit HalloWeekends.com or call the Park General Informations line at 419-627-2350.
That number again, 419-627-2350.
Welcome to Hot Topics, where we take a look at controversial issues in the United States. My name is Trâm Nguyễn. We explore each opinion of faculty and students about same-sex marriage. Today, our guest is the Associate Professor of the Math Department at the University of Mount Union, Dr. Ann Chiplin. We're going to talk today about the legalization of same-sex marriage in the United States of America. Hi, Dr. Triplett. How are you today?
Good.
What do you think about the legalization of same-sex marriage in the U.S.?
Well, I've heard some good and bad things that personally really doesn't matter to me. I'm not speaking super in favor and super negatively about it. The things that I've heard about it are mostly having to do with insurance. So, for example, if two people right now are just living together, they're not sometimes eligible for certain insurance benefits. It's not like if they were married, or life insurance policies, things like that. They may end up in a part of the hospital where only relatives are allowed to go. Well, their partner isn't allowed to go in. They're not a relative. So, I mean, that seems kind of stupid to me that somebody would have to get married to be considered a relative like that. So maybe I'm more kind of neutral about it.
Why do you feel like you are neutral to that?
Okay, that's a good question. I've known a lot of homosexual couples when I was in grad school, and they never really felt the need to get married. So I guess that was my one experience that I felt like, why would it be important for these people to get married? I don't have strong feelings either way, probably because I haven't been around. For example, if a couple really wanted to get married and weren't allowed to, and I knew them, I might have a different feeling.
What about if they want to adopt some children and they have to be married to do that? What do you think?
That one's, well, first of all, I think that couples, even people living together, if they can prove they can provide a good household, a loving family, should be able to adopt. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. There's so many kids that need to be adopted now that are getting taken from family to family and foster family, that if they can be in a stable home where they are loved, I think it's great. So I don't have strong feelings about that. I don't think you should be married to have to adopt.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us, Dr. Ann Triplett. My name is Chen Nguyen. We've been talking today to the Associate Professors of the Math Department at the University of Mount Union, Dr. Ann Triplett, and we were talking about the legalization of same-sex marriage in the United States. Thanks for joining us for today's look at Mount Union faculty's opinions of same-sex marriage. Join us next week for a little talk with Mount Union students. This is your host, Chen Nguyen.